Welcome to the Life of KG, your ultimate destination for all things motivation and business insights. Join me, Katie Godfrey, serial entrepreneur and the brains behind the KG brand. Along the way, we'll welcome inspiring guests and share invaluable business tips to fuel your growth journey. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. With that said, let's dive into the world of success together. Are you a salon, clinic, or training academy ready to scale to the next level? My mastermind applications are now open. A mix of hybrid coaching, which is one-to-one direct access to me, group coaching, retreats, in-person days, online learning, everything that you need to scale to the next level. Click the link in the show notes below and fill out the application form today. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of A Life of KG. I'm so excited today because I have my good friend and client Georgia on the show, and she has an incredible salon in Essex. So I'm excited to share her story even more. So hello darling.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm very excited to have you here.
Yeah, me too, I'm excited.
So let's tell everyone who you are, what you do, so they can get to know you.
So I'm Georgia Jackson. I own the Salon Box, which is a hair extension based salon in Essex. We do specialise in colour as well, cutting, everything hair related, but we are mainly hair extension specialists. So yeah, we've got a little team of us in there now. It's going well.
I love that. So if any of you go and check out Georgia's Facebook, and not Facebook, Instagram. Have you got Facebook actually?
Yeah, but we're more Instagram based.
Because I say this all the time on the calls, don't I? But I'm like, hey, Instagram's amazing. Like the hair, the quality,
Yeah.
the salon's beautiful. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, luckily where we live, everyone loves all the big hair and the long hair extensions. So it fits in with our vibe really well.
I love that. So tell me, let's go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You've had the salon now for how long?
Just over 2 years.
Okay, wow. So when I met you, you was just opening the doors, weren't you?
Yeah, so I met you probably about 2 years ago now.
Yeah, it must have been, because we've been working together for a year and we met before then. So
yeah, the summer before I met you in Manchester at an event.
Yes.
At P. Louise.
Yeah.
I think it was Ola's event, and I went on my own and I thought, if I go on my own, I'll talk to people. And then I walked in and you was the first one at the bar, and I walked over like, hi, what's your name? And then you turned out to be one of the speakers. And then, yeah, just followed you since, followed your journey and was interested in working with you.
So when we met then, you'd literally I remember you was just about to open. So before you opened the salon, what was you doing?
So I worked from home for a while, and then, well, I've always worked in salons, and then I worked from home for a while. And then I was actually working down the road from where I am now in like a back room.
Oh, okay.
It was tiny, and yeah, it just got so busy. I was working like 14-hour days, and then I just needed a team really. My dream was always to have a salon, and I kind of like dreamt of the salon that I've got now. I always said I wanted like a black shop with a gold sign. And it was crazy because this shop come up down the road that I'd never even noticed before. And it was black. It was an old hair salon.
Really?
It was everything I wanted. So I just took the plunge and took it.
I love that your branding is actually black and gold, because it's so different to everyone, isn't it? So it stands out a lot more.
Yeah, I've been planning it for a very long time, like how I wanted the salon to look and stuff like that. And at the time, no one was really black and gold.
No.
And I tried to make the branding really like strong, memorable. And I thought black and gold, I won't get sick of that in a few years' time.
Yeah, no, I love it. So let's go back. What was like childhood like? Like, have your family been supportive? Is there an entrepreneur there that you've kind of followed, or what's happened?
Yeah, so my inspiration's always been my dad. From a very young age, he's always worked really hard. He's had his own business. And he kind of come from nothing, and he's worked so hard. He's gave us such a lovely life, and he's always motivated me to work hard and do better. And so everything I kind of do, I would say it stemmed from him. So I just try to make him proud, really.
Oh, does he have his own business?
Yeah, he does have his own business. And he still, to this day, works really, really hard. So he's always encouraged me to go down that route.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you ever think that you would be employed, or have you been employed?
Yeah, so from a really young age, I had a job. I think I was about 15, 16. I got my first Saturday job in a salon, which my dad, again, encouraged me to do. kept asking him for money to like play out and do things. And he was like, don't mind helping you if you're working hard. So yeah, he dropped me at every salon in Brentwood and Shenfield, like where we live. So I found a little job.
Really?
And the lady said to me, she gave me the job because I had nice hair. Yeah, and then I left school, went into doing it full time as an apprentice. It was really long hours. And then, yeah, I was there, qualified for a while. I went off travelling for a bit, worked abroad, and then come back, started working. I've like dipped in and out of a few salons and then just started working for myself, really. It was lockdown that pushed me to go self-employed.
Really? Where did you live abroad?
So I've lived in Ibiza, Marbella.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why you're like always there and still
Yeah.
love it. Oh my gosh. Do you think you'd go and live abroad again?
I mean, I think everyone says they'd love to live abroad, don't they? But we'll see.
How exciting. Okay, so apprentice, when you was apprentice, what was that like? Because obviously we have them now, right? So we know what it's like.
Well, I think the apprentices now have it easy. I used to work all day for about £3 an hour, if that. I think it was like £2.90 an hour back then.
Yeah.
And yeah, we used to work hard. It was a massive salon. We had loads of like people to assist and stuff like that. And I think I kind of was that trainee that like held it together a bit. And I have got an apprentice in my salon and she reminds me of a mini me. She works really hard and she's always like floating around the salon and stuff like that. And yeah, she does remind me of my younger self. So
really,
yeah.
I remember when I went, I thought, well, I don't even know how old I was. I must have been around 16, and I was like, maybe I should. No, I must have been younger. I don't know. I was young anyway, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just like try and get a salon job somewhere. This is before I even thought I would have a salon. Like, wasn't even my thought process. Just thought about getting like a little job. And I worked one day in this hairdresser's and never went back.
Did you? It's so hard, isn't it?
Not for me.
I know. I think you look at hairdressing and think that's glamorous, and it's the most unglamorous job ever. You're covered in colour all the time. You're walking around with a cloth all the time cleaning. You're on your feet all day for hours at a time. I think it gets to about 5 o'clock some days, and I'm like, I've just drunk coffee all day. I've not even eaten yet.
Yeah.
I do accidental fasts, I think.
Oh my God, I know. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do like the cleaning and the running around.
Yeah, it's a really hard job, but it's rewarding. But yeah, it's one of them jobs you have to love what you do.
Yeah, definitely. I did actually go and have a hairdressers as well. I've had a hairdressers and beauty salons. But yeah, being on your feet all day is like
hard.
Really difficult. As in when we're doing beauty and we're lashing, obviously we're sitting down and just getting on bums.
Yeah. And I think with hairdressing as well, it's messy.
Yeah.
So it's having to like constantly clean and it's everything that comes with it.
Yeah. So what made you want to open up your own salon? Why that rather than just stay like on your own? Because when you are on your own, you still make like really good money, don't you?
Yeah, you can probably even
make more.
Sometimes I do think like that. So since I was at school, I wanted a salon. And when I'd done it, I had so many people turn around and say to me, you've talked about that for years. I remember being in like business once. I took like business for GCSE and my teacher said to me, why are you going into hairdressing? Your grades are too good for that. And I said to him, you're not going to say that when you're coming in my salon asking for a haircut. And he was bald at the time. So yeah, it's just something I've always wanted to do, really. I think I got the inspiration as well from my dad from a young age. He was always like, be your own boss. You know, it's like kind of, I think you're either a bit of a leader in a group, aren't you? Or, you know, you're happy to kind of work in a team. So,
yeah, because I always say as well, I've said it to a few guests before, like, do you think that you're born an entrepreneur or do you think you can learn to be an entrepreneur? Like, what do you think?
I think, yeah, you've either got it in you or you haven't.
Do you think you're born
with
it?
Yeah, I do. Do
you?
You?
Yeah, I do, because I think you've just got to be a certain type of person. Yeah. I do think if you really, really want something and it's not your natural way, you can maybe try and get there, but the resilience you need, just like something else.
You've got to be really strong-minded and really want it because it's not easy. And people look at it on Instagram and think it's such a glamorous lifestyle, and it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, the end goal's a glamorous lifestyle, but what people don't see is you're sitting on your laptop at 11 at night after you've just done a 12-hour shift, and people don't see that side to it. And the sleepless nights where you're worrying and the bills that come in, and it does take a certain type of person to be able to say, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes it feels a lot
Definitely.
easier just to pack it up and go and work in
Yeah,
Aldi.
just go and be a hippie somewhere on the beach. Have an
Yeah.
easy lifestyle.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also you love travel as well, like
Love
I
it.
do. You
Yeah.
go on really nice holidays, you travel quite a bit. And I think a lot of people sort of see that, regardless who it is, me, you, or anyone, and think, oh, living the life and travel and this and that. But
Well, with Instagram, you show people what they want to see. So you don't show them all the hard work that you're doing behind the scenes and stuff like that. So people probably look at your Instagram and think, oh, she's all right. She's always on holiday. She's living her best life. But they don't realise what you have to do to actually be able to go on nice holidays and do all them things. But I have to book holidays. Otherwise, I feel like I'll end up losing my head some days with the whole working all the time. So it gives me something to look forward to.
yeah, I was the same. Like, I felt like, and I don't know if you feel the similar, but if I'm in the country, I'm just going to work. Like, what
Yeah.
else am I going to do? So I feel like I'm working all the time. But when I'm out the country, or when I book that holiday, I was like, oh, I can actually like rest a little bit. And I don't know why that is, because I still work while I'm away, but I have more headspace. I can just chill a bit. But when I'm here, I feel like I can't do that.
No, I'm the exact same. And I mean, I really burnt myself out at one point just working all the time. So I have to book like gym classes and stuff because otherwise I would just never go to the gym. If I book a class, it's just time that I put my phone down and it's just me time. And I feel like that's the only time in the UK that I can actually do that. Otherwise, people are texting you at like 11 at night to book appointments and talking about hair orders at silly o'clock, or staff texting me 11 o'clock at night. Can I have, this date off? And you think, oh, can you not just ask me in the morning when I'm at work? People don't see that side of it, but I mean, on holiday, it doesn't stop either, does it? But
no,
it feels a little bit better when you're sitting in the sun.
When you're on the
around
beach,
the pool.
I'll take that phone call. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll swallow it.
Yeah, people just don't see the long hours. And I think, I mean, you do crazy hours.
I do. And as much as I sit here and say, I don't want to do crazy hours, I don't know what else I would be doing with my life.
I mean, what hours are we talking though? Because you do sometimes like
I've got
9
set
till
hours
10.
now. I have got set hours now, which I
Thank
didn't
God.
last year when you met me. Yeah, I think I was working 14-hour days, 6 or 7 days a week. But for me, I always knew that getting a salon, I was going to put that graft in at first to get it where I want to be. And then I can take a step back at a later day. And at the time, I wasn't with anyone. It was kind of just easy to do that. I think it's different when you've got kids at home and stuff like that. But when you're just your own person, you can kind of work them hours and it's not affecting anyone around you. So that's kind of why I put myself through that. But 2 years down the line, I've now got a team of 6 and I can step out of the business a little bit and it does operate. So it's good. It kind of happened quickly.
I actually forget that you've only been open a couple of years.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, is it a couple of years? And it's like, I don't think you understand how much you've grown in like.
I know, it's crazy in a year.
It's mental.
I know. Last year at one point, when one of the girls went on maternity leave, it was just me there full time with my apprentice, and it just seemed like everything was just coming on top of me. And like all of a sudden, it took a 360. There's 6 of us. I'm delegating people tasks, stuff like that, to make my life a little bit easier, and taking on services that I want to do, not just taking on everyone that walks in the door. And it's got much more enjoyable now.
Yeah, because I do remember when we was like on calls when you first joined Mastermind, and you were finding it so difficult to recruit, and it was just like, oh my God, I can't find anyone, and you was doing all the hours, and it was like, oh.
People don't turn up to interviews, they don't turn up to trial days, they turn up to the trial day and then they cancel for the job, and I just went through it all, to be honest. But I'm glad that happened because like I've just took a new stylist on recently and she's amazing. So, and I've got a new apprentice as well. She's doing really amazing. My other girls come back from like maternity this month. So it's just all fell together really nicely.
Oh, it's so good. So you can now have set hours.
I think everything happens at the right timing, doesn't it? I'm a big believer in that.
Always. I do think as well, like when we're really in the shit of it all, we are like, oh my God, like what are we going to do? I'm failing, or I can't keep going on like this, and all the emotions that we go through, and it always slots into place in the end.
Yeah, it's hard to see light at the end of the tunnel sometimes, isn't it? But it's nice because once it falls into place, it becomes more enjoyable.
Yeah,
like I really enjoy actually having the salon now. Whereas at one point I thought, what have I done?
And you can start resenting it, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. I thought this is my life now. Like my whole life is consumed by it.
Yeah.
So
Do you think though as well, like when we're starting out in business, that we have to be that like all consuming to the business to like help it grow?
I think I'll be honest. If you want it to, it depends what kind of salon you want, really. I wanted it to be busy, big, I wanted it to grow fast. And I knew that to do that, I had to just be there every day. It
Yeah.
operates better when I am there every day. So,
Yeah.
and the clients in there, they all know me and stuff like that. So, no, I'm glad I put them hours in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And how did you build your clientele? Because you are really busy. You've obviously scaled really quickly. Like, what tips do you think you could give to the listeners to grow their clientele?
So I would say, one, putting the hours in. I was available all the time. I would be up at Sunday, 8 in the morning if you needed me to. So I would never turn down a client. And I see when some girls are starting up, they're very fussy with their hours, which is fine. It depends where you want to get. But I do believe I grew quicker being like that. I think obviously being quite skilled at your job helps as well. I've been doing it for years. I've always been good at hair extensions. I know it inside and out. So I think people just trusted me with my confidence and stuff like that. I think your personality is a big thing as well. I've always been really, tried to make a bond with my clients. Like, I'm quite lucky. Like, a lot of my clients, they do feel like your friends sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
I've got a good relationship with a lot of my clients now. So yeah, it's nice. I'd say that's helped.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously you've gone from being solo to being a boss. How have you found that transition? Like, what's the pros and cons been during that?
It's hard having a team because, especially with me, I'm in the salon every day. So you get like a close bond with your team. So then when you need to tell them off for something, I'd say that's really hard because it's just hard to, have that conversation with people. I'm still learning how to do that, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd say that's what I struggle with a lot.
The boundaries are hard, aren't they? Especially when you're still in the salon, you're still on the floor, and you're not really wanting to step out.
Yeah.
So it's like having them boundaries with your team so hard. I remember when I was in the salon all the time and they were like my friends.
Yeah.
But then it caused so many issues when we did need to discipline them.
Yeah. So it's hard. My team are great though, and I've been very, very lucky with it. So the team that I've got now, I couldn't ask for a better team.
Yeah. And you've gone from everyone self-employed, haven't you, to then taking on employed as well?
Yeah. So, I mean, at first it was just me, my apprentice, and another girl that was self-employed. But yeah, everyone's employed now, apart from one. She's self-employed. So yeah.
What pros have you found with that, or cons?
With employed, I feel like you've got more control over the team. And if I go away, the salon still opens. I can delegate the girls' jobs and they'll do it for me. It makes my life a little bit easier. With self-employed, we're not paying them by the hour. If they haven't got clients, they don't need to come in.
Yeah.
So if I'm not there, the salon's shut, which I don't think looks good either. So it's nice to have opening hours and it just be open there and then for clients to call, stuff like that. I can get the girls helping me with the work phone, doing the messages and placing like orders, doing the stock, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's more of a team effort, isn't it?
Yeah, you definitely have more control over your business when people are employed.
Yeah, and just being able to like build that team, be able to lean on them and create them into mini yous, because especially because you're in the salon as well. Like, I always used to be like, everyone can be like a mini me, because they're watching your every move, how you sell things, how you talk to clients, how you give the aftercare, how you do the consultation. Whereas when you're not there, you're relying on when a new person comes in. For example, we've taken on someone new this week, but I'm relying on the girls to be doing what I would do if I was there, and then the new girl copy them basically, become them. Whereas where you're there, you can make sure that you've got all of that in place with them.
Yeah, it does operate easier being in there. I would agree with that.
Definitely. What would you say is like your hardest point that you've maybe had in business yet? Has there been one where you thought, you know what, I just can't do this anymore?
I'd say the whole VAT side of the business I hate.
Let's talk about that.
like, I didn't know what that was until I met you. And you are just the middleman, aren't you? You're just taking money off people, passing it to the government.
That's a lot.
I hate it.
Oh, God.
And your prices, trying to explain that to a client, why you've had to put 20% on a service, that's a lot of money. And that's not fun to explain either. But you can't help it. If you go VAT registered, you go VAT registered. So,
I mean, it's bloody brilliant that I think that any business that gets to the VAT registered point, like, I'm like, you're smashing it. Like, you might as well smash past that now. There's no point staying under. Like, it'd be impossible to stay under if you're growing. But I remember, because we had a VIP day first, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then after the VIP day, you joined Mastermind.
Yeah. I think I did the 3 months with you.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a big old job list. It took me 3 months to get through it. But yeah, I've written it all down on my phone, actually, all the stuff that I have done. And it's crazy. Even just little things like set hours. I didn't even have set hours in the salon. We didn't have Google opening hours. I might as well just had open 24/7 on it.
Call me when you need me.
Yeah, I'm just there.
Oh my gosh. And it was on that day we sat down and I was like,
this is a mess. You just looked at me like, well.
I was like, thinking you need to get that registered.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just in this big salon on my own, working 24/7. Help.
Oh my God. How has your journey been from then till now with like having me as a coach and working in the mastermind? Like,
everything just feels like it's so much more structured. Like, it feels like it now anyway. It just feels like there's so much more organisation in the business as well, like admin wise. I know how to run things. So yeah, it's been a whole change. It's like a different business, really.
Completely different. And obviously your earnings have grown, the team's grown.
Yeah, the team's a massive thing. Even just having them all employed, and it's like today, come in here, the salon's still open, people are still there to do the clients. It's so much better.
You was in Dubai last week.
Yeah.
How was that?
Dubai, quick trip for 3 days. I love it out there. It's so good, isn't it?
Oh no, you're going to come visit me?
Yeah, I can't believe you're moving. Take me with you.
Yeah. Oh my God. So while you're there, obviously your salon is running. Whereas a year ago, if you went on holiday, which you've done, it would have been closed. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah.
But you can still earn the money while you're away.
It's the best feeling. It is definitely.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
And it's good having staff that are reliable, which my girls are. So yeah, it's definitely good.
So you specialise in hair extensions, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
What's your preferred method?
The wave. I like the thickness of the wave.
Yeah.
All the girls that come in the shop just want that long, thick hair that they see on Instagram. And 9 times out of 10, that is created through having a weft. So
yeah, I've got a mix of tapes and weft, but the tapes, oh, what ball ache.
I know. I had a few and I had to take them out in the end. They drive you a bit mad, don't they?
It's like, and it depends, I think, on the tape, because sometimes, I mean, where was I going? I think it was before we went to Marrakesh. It was before we went to Marrakesh. And I had fresh tapes in, and I washed my hair the day before we flew to Marrakesh, and the tapes were like falling out. I was like, oh my God. Luckily, I brought some spare tapes. For some reason, I do not know why. It must have been like sick incentive of just like buy some spare tapes. And I had to retape them all before we flew out.
To stick them in. Yeah, when I was in Dubai last year, I went on a jet ski thinking that I wouldn't get my hair wet. And we come flying off this jet ski. And I had 2 tapes each side, and they come out. So I was literally come out of the jet ski of the water, like holding my 2 tapes. Like, what do I do with them? God. So yeah, I can't say that they're my preferred methods.
No.
But nanos are better. You would have been better having nanos around the front.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that next time. I need to find a new hairdresser in Dubai, so can you just fly out and do that?
Definitely. An excuse for a holiday.
I'm like, that's the only thing I'm panicking about. My hair and my lashes. Yeah. Like, who's going to be doing that?
Quite a lot of our clients have moved to Dubai. I feel like everyone is doing it now, aren't they?
Well, maybe you need to set up shop there then.
There's so much opportunity, I think, in Dubai.
Yeah, there is. Especially like for business owners.
And everyone's got that good make money mindset.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's a lot of people as such here with that.
I think it's the difference, isn't it? Like, it's all about collaboration. And I found that so much when I was out there. Like, and you'll know from having relationships with maybe other salon owners in your area. But it was like, if you need to share something, you're more guarded here, or no one really tells you the ins and the outs unless you're in something like a mastermind, then everything's open. But just like people down the road, you don't really share stuff with. Whereas when you're over there, everyone's like, oh, come and do this or come and do that. It's fine. This is the supplier. And it's like, whoa, like everyone's just up for helping. I was at an event, I think I might have said this, I'm not sure, but I was at an event over there and she had the most incredible salon. And you walked in and it was like a huge salon, and upstairs she had a podcast studio. Her name's Tara Rose, and she had a training academy upstairs, all the things. And I was like, oh, I'm looking to move here. This was last year. And she was like, Kate, podcast studio's upstairs, just use it. Training academy's upstairs, do the lash courses. Like, I was like, no one would ever have done that here in the UK. I don't think.
I feel like a lot of people compete with each other too much in the UK. Whereas when you travel, like everyone just wants to help you, and it's a different mindset completely, which is I think why I love traveling so much. It's so motivating when you go places like Dubai, just seeing how people are living and
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely eye-opening.
Oh, watch the space then. I'm going to be taking you with me.
Oh, please do. I'll come in your suitcase.
I love that. So if for anyone that's starting out in business, like your maybe 10-year ago you, if someone come to you that was you then, what would you tell them to do? Like what tips would you give them?
The way I done it firstly was I built up a client base before I opened a salon. So I made sure that I was fully booked day in and day out. So when I took the salon on, I knew that all them bills would be covered, regardless of paying myself, everything was covered. I could afford to do it up. I saved money for that. I was lucky enough that, I didn't get myself in debt doing it. I just worked hard to pay it off bit by bit. And it took me a long time to do it up, but I feel like I've done it the right way round.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of people go, I have so many girls that sit in my chair and they've not even done a beauty course yet. And they go, oh yeah, I might do a lash course and I have my own salon. And I'm like, oh, if only you knew, honey.
Yes.
People think it's easy, but yeah, I would definitely recommend to build your client base beforehand, unless you've got a lot of money behind you.
If you haven't been on a business retreat, this is an absolute game changer for your business. I know so many people are so nervous about traveling on their own, being abroad, going on holiday, basically with a bunch of people that they don't know. But honestly, you will be so thankful that you made this move in your business. I host 2 business retreats twice a year, and they're all different places around the world. So go to kgbusinessmentor.com, press the retreat tab, and you'll see where we are going next in the world. Go and grab your space now. Yeah, I done it the wrong way.
Did you? Yeah.
I opened without one client. And I always say I do not recommend that whatsoever.
No.
But we're talking like 16 odd years ago. It was the only beauty salon on the high street, and I was close to bankruptcy so many times, and I did have all the debt. I was like 50 grand in debt, like so much. It even ended up being more than that at one point because I didn't have one client.
Yeah.
Like, who does that?
Yeah, that's brave.
Who does that?
I mean, it gives you a good story to tell.
And totally crazy at the same time, but obviously we made it work. But I would definitely recommend what you said, because especially now there is so many more of us doing it.
Yeah, I think if you're one of them people that want an easy life and you enjoy going home of an evening, putting your feet up and watching telly, do not take a salon on, because you've got to be prepared to be there till 10 o'clock some nights. You've got to be prepared to be sitting on your laptop till midnight, sorting things out, and you've just got to be prepared that this is going to take over my life, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's seeing the long-term goal. But I think you've just got to sacrifice, a few years to get there.
Yeah, I think people just see it too much as a quick thing now, don't they?
It's definitely not. Yeah, people definitely don't see the hard work that goes behind it.
Or they're seeing the money that enters their hand at the time and not really seeing what's coming out.
And that annoys me with clients. They'll give you £100 bill and think that £100 is yours. But really, when you break it down, like, you're not even taking half of that. It's crazy, and I was not prepared for that either. I think, I was seeing all the money coming in when I was working. From that, I went from having a £400 bill a month, paying a little beauty room down the road where I was doing my hair, and I was earning all this money thinking, yeah, great, I'm going to open my own salon and earn twice the amount. But it doesn't work like that at all. I see the rent as well on the shot, and I thought, I can afford that every month. It's probably that times 10 now. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I think people just don't see that at all. And would you go back if you could, or would you still go on this path? Like, looking at, like, for you, is it like the money? Because we know we can mostly take home more money working on our own sometimes compared to having all the overheads of a salon. But would you ever go back or not?
No.
No.
If I had to, I'd do it all over again. If I lost it all tomorrow, I'd do it all again.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy where I am right now, and I'm really content at this moment in time.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a really nice, I thought about it the other day, and I thought I'm actually really content with the way my life is at the moment. It's a really nice place to be in. But it's took me a lot of work to get there.
Yeah.
So
what do you think's changed that?
Having the right team. It's made my life so much easier. Like, I've got girls in there that I can really rely on, and I can actually proudly say that. And I know in that mastermind group, a lot of the girls, you know, they have a lot of problems with staff and things like that. And I literally count my blessings every day for the team that I've got.
Yeah.
I know sometimes they need to be told, you know, there's hair on the floor and things like that left overnight. So, but it's minor, and I'm such a peaceful person. I'm just, as long as they're turning up every day, doing their job, and the salon's operating well. And the main thing is the clients are happy, and every review we get is them saying how nice the team is.
Really?
So yeah, I couldn't ask for more with that.
I do think that makes like the biggest difference
Definitely.
in life and business, because if you have like just one bad apple or anything,
and I've had that.
Oh my God. It literally does make you want to shut the shop and never go back.
It turns the whole team around. Yeah, it does. It makes you think, what am I doing?
Yeah. It's times like that in where I've had the salon where I'm like, oh, I just want to sell. I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like, let me go under.
It
all of
puts
those
you in
type
such
of feelings.
a bad headspace mentally.
It's always been around team.
If you come over that and then you get the right team, I feel like you're more grateful for them. So that bad apple in the salon, you know, has made me feel really grateful for the team I've got today.
Yeah, definitely. It's just the beauty, isn't it? Like, you're finally seeing what more can come from this. Like you said, it's a long-term thing, not short-term. Like, you're able to have the freedom now that you wouldn't have had before.
Yeah.
You're able to grow the salon more than you've maybe even ever imagined with all the things that you're putting in place at the moment. You're able to sell it maybe one day if you wanted to sell it, or you can open up more if you wanted to open up more. Like, it's just, you've done so good.
I have been asked before, oh, would you sell the salon? Like, I'm interested. I'm like, no chance. Yeah. This is my baby.
Yeah, this is mine.
People go, have you got kids? I'm like, yeah, my salon is my child. So...
But just imagine, like, you're sitting on money there when you want to sell it one day. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon, I'll be honest.
You tell me this in 20 years' time.
Yeah, at the moment, I love the shop. Like, and I can't believe I'm even saying that, because a year ago, I thought I was going to just set it all alight and be like, bye. But yeah, no, I'm really good in business right now, and it's a really nice place to be in. I don't want to jinx it and then it all goes wrong again, but yeah.
Oh, and extensions, you teach as well.
Yeah.
What are your courses like?
I really enjoyed teaching people.
Do you?
Yeah, so even just having the 2 apprentices and teaching them, like, one of them I've had from the very start, and I've just seen the way she's blossomed, and I get clients say to me all the time, she's like a mini you, and she's blossomed so lovely, and like even clients have watched her journey. Wow. And I just look at her and I think, oh, I'm so proud. So it's amazing. And even when people come and they message me and they're like, oh, you know, I've trained elsewhere, I don't know anything. And the 2 apprentice, them one-day courses, you know, sometimes, you know, it comes with experience. It's not just something you can learn in a day. And I think people advertise hair extension courses wrong. You know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, do these 4 methods in one day with me and you'll be earning silly amounts every month. It is not like that. That is such false advertisement. But yeah, just I get a lot of girls come to me and say that. So they do masterminds with me, and then to see their work after, and then flowing on Instagram, and I just feel really proud every time I see it.
I love that. So what does your course entail?
So it depends what you want to do. Obviously, I can teach from the start. But if you want to do a mastermind with me, I do actually design the day around you. So if you feel uncomfortable, you know, actually doing it, or you're uncertain in certain things, whatever it is, I will design that day around you and what you want. So I had one girl come to me. She didn't feel confident in sewing the waves. She didn't feel confident in cutting. So I just designed that day around her, did a one-to-one with her, and I see her on Instagram now and she's absolutely smashing it, and I feel really proud for her. And a lot of girls say to me, oh, like, how do you want to teach people? Like, is that not competition down the road? I don't look at anything like that.
No.
We're all in this together and there's enough clients to go around.
Yeah, I agree. I remember when we was hosting lash courses years ago and we was like dominating the area. Like we would have like 10 plus students a week. It was mental. And loads of them were local. And everyone was like, Kate, you're creating so much competition for yourself. Why are you doing that? And I was like, not really. And at the end of the day, if they want to learn lashes, they're going to go and learn it somewhere.
Yeah,
so they might as well
course.
learn from me. And it's amazing, I think, when you can go, even if you're fully booked or you can't fit someone in or something, you're like, do you know what? Go to one of my students. This is their number. Like, and you can pass them across. Like, I don't think there's anything like better than having other people
having
around
a support
you.
bubble, and I love seeing other women do well.
Yeah.
Thrive off it. So I find it motivating.
Yeah, and I also remember there was a post on Facebook, and you know what it's like, someone's going, oh, can you recommend someone that does lashes or whatever it was, and there was loads of my students on there that were like saying me and all of this, and so I commented and obviously put the salon, and I was like, all ready for the above, I've trained them all. They're all good.
Well, people will come to the trainer, won't they? So
the people, exactly, they do, so it's always all good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So what do you feel was next for you then? What's the plan?
So we're actually having a bit of building work done in the salon soon.
Exciting.
Which I haven't mentioned yet. We're going to extend the hair area. So we're just growing so much as a team. And I never wanted to be a beauty salon. It just had 2 beauty rooms and I came from a beauty salon. So the girls that were in there just like followed me. So it worked really well at the time. But now, because the hair's just growing, I'm going to add more hair sections and just hopefully grow my team.
Oh my God, how exciting.
Yeah, just get bigger and bigger. So,
how many people would you be able to fit in once this is done?
So 6 sections at the minute, and then there should be 9 by the time I'm done. So it just depends really on the days. If people are part-time, obviously you'd have more staff. If they're full-time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's exciting, really exciting. And my 2 apprentices will qualify this summer, so it will give them more space as well to be on the shop floor. And then I might even get another apprentice as well and keep growing.
Yeah, because how have you found the apprentice route? Because I think that's what quite a lot of people struggle with. They don't know whether to go with someone that's experienced and they can just come straight away on the shop floor, or to put that time and energy into an apprentice. But I know from obviously working with you that you were really time poor. Like you was always on the shop floor and it's like, God, am I going to be able to train them? But you've managed to do it. So what would you recommend if someone was wanting to get an apprentice?
It's the best thing I ever done. My little apprentice just holds it together for me so well in there. She knows the salon inside and out. And yeah, she does so much for me. She's amazing. It's time consuming. Yeah. And, I was very time poor at the time. I was working 6 days a week anywhere on the shop floor. And she was assisting me, so I feel like she learned a lot off me because she was just with me all the time doing it. So I would say that's kind of how she's learned. And then as much as I can, I have done training with her, but she's like pretty much on the shop floor now. And I've took another one on from another salon, and she's pretty much on the shop floor as well. So yeah, it's great. And you've trained them up how you want them to be. Yeah. So my little apprentice that I've had from the start, she's fitting the weaves how I've taught her to do it, and yeah, even like the way she highlights it's the same. It's brilliant.
Wow. I think what the worry is now is that the apprentice wage is obviously so much higher than it used to be, isn't it? So people are looking at it as, I can't, if I'm going to hire someone at £10 an hour or whatever, what is the apprentice wage going to be? It's like £7 something.
Yeah.
And then I can hire someone at £10 that's experience or £12 that's experience. It's like, the weighing up the costs of that, but then
it depends what you
cheaper.
need in the salon at the time. To take another one on, I didn't need that. So recently I've took on a stylist and she's great. Really? And I was quite worried. I thought, it's my first time like full-time hairdresser in the salon, and she's just smashed it. She's made my life so much easier within just 3 weeks. But I needed that level of stylist in the salon. So to take another apprentice on will be the next route because my other 2 will qualify. So I think it really just depends on what you need. But the apprentices are great. They help keep the salon tidy. They do like the coffees, the teas, like when they're not experienced. now she does all like the blow dries and stuff like that. So, and they take like colours off, do the toners, the blow dry for you, they finish off colours for you and stuff. So I can fit more, other services in my diary, which is good.
I think actually the clients end up trusting them more because they've seen them grow as well, don't they? Rather than new person starts straight away on the client, whereas they've grown
with you.
Yeah.
And I've noticed a lot of my clients, they will only have my apprentice to do stuff as well.
Really?
Because she's, from the start, for 2 years now, she's took their colours off, she's toned them, blow dried them. So now they just come in for like regular blow dries with her, stuff like that. I would definitely recommend apprentices. I think it's the way forward.
I love that. And was it Remi Cachet you had really good news with?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a crazy story, really. I was at your business
my God,
retreat.
Yes.
In Morocco. Where did we start? We was with Amy doing the sheets, and we had to fill out if there's any brands that we want to collaborate with this year. And I said I'd love to get more involved with Remi Cachet. I've used their hair for a long time. I wear it myself. I do think they have grown my business massively because the hair's very good and they're a really reliable supplier. So having that when you're offering hair extensions is really important.
Yeah.
And I wrote down that I'd love to collaborate more with them. I've been to a few of their awards nights. I said it would be my dream to win one, to be a super stylist. It was crazy. And then
wasn't there a prayer in the background as well?
Yeah, so they were praying in the background, wasn't they?
It's in Marrakesh, obviously it's a Muslim country, and they pray every 4 hours or something, don't they?
Yeah, so I think I was the only one that wrote something down. So Amy was like, do you want to share what you wrote? So I shared it with the group as they were praying. And then I'm not even joking, about 20 minutes later, I got an email come through on my laptop. I've been nominated as a super stylist. I was like, what? I need to spat my coffee out. And all the girls were like, no way. It's like I just manifested it completely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a crazy
It was like emotional.
I screamed, didn't I? You went, oh.
I think we were all so emotional for you. Like, oh my God, this is amazing.
It was just crazy. I literally spoke it into existence. Like, it could not have come at a crazier time.
Oh my God, that's so good. So what's it mean to be a super stylist?
You get so much more recognition within the brand. You get to work closely to them. So in February, I went to one of their pop-up events in London. I got to meet the other super stylists, their brand ambassadors and stuff. I got to meet the owner of it. They had a video showing you how all the hair's made and stuff like that. I got to meet all their team, just to have that bond with them, really. They send us latest products that are coming out before they're even released. And you get massive insight with the brand. They're always sharing you on Instagram and you're on their website. And they said
so
they're going to hold loads more training days and, events with us. So it's just that massive recognition, really. And there's not a lot of super stylists. There's a small handful in the whole of the UK. So to actually be at that level for me was everything.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
What a magical moment that was.
And what a better place for it to have happened.
I know.
You lot in Marrakesh.
It was so good.
And that was amazing.
How did you find Marrakesh?
Amazing. It was one of my favourite holidays. I felt so alive being out there anyway. The energy in the air, it's there, isn't it? You can't explain it until you go.
No.
It's a really spiritual, magical place.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was talking to that lady that we did the sound bath with, and she said a lot of people go out there to manifest and things like that. I was like, it makes sense because of what happened to me. But I would definitely recommend Marrakesh and your business retreats to anyone. It was more for me, just having the motivation, and I feel like it was a big stress relief as well, because I was hearing the girls talk and I thought, what I worry about isn't even a worry half the time.
Yeah.
So it was lovely.
That was so good. And we're going to Marbs, aren't we?
Yes, I can't wait. Is it June or July?
June.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's come around so soon.
That's exciting. It's going to be very different as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. And obviously I wanted to mention as well, with you doing the super stylist, obviously you had to do face to cam. You're going to hate me for bringing this up.
Even doing this is a lot.
But you've done it, and now you're always on socials.
I
and
know,
I'm
that's thanks to you. Yeah, so at the business retreat, you all said to me, you need to get on camera more and personal brand. I was like, there's no way I will stand on camera and talk. You got to be crazy. I just had no confidence with that. And I feel over the last 4 months, I don't know where it's come from, I talk all the time now on camera.
I'm mad. Literally, it's taken just 4 months of you absolutely smashing it.
Yeah. Even today, I thought, oh my God, I can't believe I'm even doing a podcast. If you asked me this time next year, I would have been like, nope.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any difference with doing that?
I think confidence in myself has changed. I actually feel more confident in myself. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, and I've noticed as well, so I've got a girl that helps me with my social media. And even just, we did a video the other day, and it's just simple things like this. I bought a tongue off Look Fantastic for £35.
Yeah.
And I did a video, and we got like 2,500 views on that in like a day. It was crazy. And it's just little things like that. I think it's just grown the page. So yeah, it definitely helps. For so long, it was just before, after of hair.
Yeah.
And everyone in Marrakesh was like, you've got such a big personality, you need to go on the camera more.
Well, I'm not being funny. If I had your face, I'd be monetising the shit out of it.
Thank you. Yeah. And then it was funny because in that super stylist email, they were like, we need a 60-second video of you talking. I thought, oh my God, you can't even write it. That's what you've all been telling me to do. And then, yeah, on the last day, you made me do it.
I did make you do it.
Gave me the mic and stood there and was like, come then. But it definitely put me out of my comfort zone to a whole new level. So, no, it was good.
I love that. Where can people find you on socials?
So our social media for Instagram is called _Salon _Box. And then if you want to follow my personal, it's George, without the E on the end, Jackson.
Amazing. We'll put the links in the show notes. If you can go over and give us both a follow and screenshot and share on social so we can get Georgia's story out far and wide, we'd be really, really grateful. But thank you so much for coming on and getting out your comfort zone again.
Yeah, I know. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
Oh.